What made him commit such a horrific crime? This is 23-year-old Jonathan Welch. He not only brutally murdered his girlfriend, but he also went on to kill his mom, stepdad, throw his 1-year-old son out of a second-story window, and set the home on fire. This story takes place in Detroit, Michigan, also known as the birthplace of the auto industry. Zelia Frazier was a beautiful, talented, and hard-working 22-year-old. She owned her own clothing boutique in Detroit and also was a mother to a 1-year-old child. Jonathan and Zelia had been together since 2014, and in 2020 they received the news that they were having a baby boy. Jonathan was extremely happy to have a boy and wanted to step up to be the best father that he could. Jonathan and Zelia's relationship was mostly happy, but eventually things would take a terrible turn. Shortly after the child was born, the relationship started to experience domestic violence issues. But on June 2nd, 2022, things got even worse. Jonathan demanded that Zelia unlock her phone, in which she refused. He then began to beat her, strangle her, pour gasoline on her body, and even burn her arms and legs with a metal spatula. But the violence didn't stop. He then began to beat her with his belt and threaten her with a drill before trying to sexually assault her with a large pole. The attack lasted 4 hours until somehow Zelia managed to escape. Zelia somehow managed to escape and run to a nearby neighbor's home. Jonathan chased behind her and tried to kick the neighbor's door in, but left before police arrived. Jonathan was arrested on 7 different charges, including 3 counts of felony assault. He was given a $100K bond in which he had to pay 10% and also told not to have any contact with his girlfriend, Zelia Frazier. On July 8th, just a month after the incident, Jonathan's mom and dad decided to bond him out of a Wayne County jail. Like, why would y'all do that? It's crazy. This is where the story takes its crazy turn. Viewer discretion is advised. Just 2 days after being bonded out, police respond to a domestic violence issue in which a person is being held against their will. Jonathan had his mom, stepdad, and girlfriend Zelia Frazier all held against their will. Jonathan's mom managed to escape and ran to a nearby neighbor's home, in which she collapsed. The knife he used to stab her was still in her back. Neighbors heard a baby crying on the side of the home. That's when they noticed Jonathan had tossed his own 1-year-old child out of a second-story window. Jonathan then began to have a shootout with police. He then set the house on fire with him still inside. Fire rescue managed to control the flames before anything got out of hand. After a 7-hour-long standoff, Jonathan finally surrendered and was taken into custody. Inside the home, police found the bodies of 22-year-old Zelia Frazier and also Jonathan's stepfather. Jonathan was charged with multiple felonies, including murder, arson, and firearm violations. Jonathan remains in jail with no bond while he awaits his trial. Zelia's family feels like they did not get the justice deserved to them. Was Jonathan's bond too low? Should they have kept him inside? Did the court system fail 22-year-old Zelia Frazier? Zelia Frazier's name will live on forever. Leave a heart in the comments if you watched the entire story.